Pisces full moon tarot reading for the month of September. So it is Virgo season, but of course when we have a full moon is actually in the opposite sign of whatever the sun season is. So it's Virgo season, we have a Pisces full moon. I brought this in today. This is my little crystal ball. It's not actually crystal, it's just bubble glass, but it does work the same way for me. So if anything kind of pops up in here, I'm gonna bring this in for you guys today. And the main deck we're using is the Golden Klimt Tarot. Look at that beautiful box. And then we've got the traditional Rider-Waite to clarify, and we're just seeing what this full moon is bringing for you guys. It wants to keep that card for you. Okay, let's just see what's happening for this full moon. There's a card. Let's see if there's any more that want to pop out. Okay, I can already tell it wants to save that one for last. So let's just start here. Before I even flip this, it wants me to tell you guys about this lovely Labradorite crystal that I just got. I ordered it from Loving Thyself Rocks on Instagram on one of their flash sales, and y'all, this thing is like so gorgeous. Look at that. Like, love it. So I just got that. Okay, into your reading. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles coming in for the full moon. So Libra, for some reason it's bringing up a tarot reading I did for you guys maybe a month or two ago when it was talking about, I believe it was my Voices of New Earth tarot. So if you feel like it, go back through my videos and find the one for you guys. There was a really big message coming through for that, and if it wasn't that reading, then it's another one. But anyway, it's talking about how, Libra, you're an air sign, and you've actually been working on a lot of earth energy in the recent cycle that we've kind of been going through. You've been working really hard to manifest some things for yourself into reality, and it's probably been going very slow, and that's exactly what this Knight of Pentacles represents, is very slow, steadfast though, very steady, slow earth energy. And what he represents is the fact that good things take time to grow, is kind of the message coming through for you guys. Good things take time to grow. So it's implying that you're still not fully mature in this manifestation. It's like, and it's not that you're not getting work done on whatever this project or idea or new thing in your life is. It's just moving slower than either you wanted it to, than you anticipated it to, or there's been a couple of little hang-ups and snags along the way. In Spirit saying that all of those things were there for a reason, because whatever you're trying to manifest, you're trying to make sure it's really good. So it's like taking its time, taking your time. It's kind of implying that whatever this is has a life of its own, and it is taking its time. This could be a person. This could be literally just like a project. Like whatever this Knight of Pentacles is representing to you, it's taking a while for this project or idea or situation to mature and come together and come to fruition and be solid in the real world. And so that's where it's like you've been working on the earth energy for a while instead of the air, because you've just been, yeah, it just keeps saying you're like been really trying to grow something for yourself. I was going to say, what is this? Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands. Okay, it's changing my question a bit. It wasn't saying like, what is this? This was saying like, why is this? Why is this moving so slow for you? This has to do with this Nine of Wands energy. It's a very beautiful card, but one of the definitions for this particular deck, for this particular card, is defense of your own interests. And that's kind of implying that that's where some of the blocks might have been for you. It's like, interesting. It just brought my attention to this little bitty nail in my wall that I've never noticed that's hiding behind my computer screen. Hang on, there's something trying to come through here. It's about protection of your own interests. And it's kind of implying that other people's energies have been influencing your manifestation. Other people's ideas, other people's criticism, other people's comments. Like there's literally been too many other energies around you for you to be able to fully focus on bringing this idea to fruition. It's okay. It's supposed to be that way because there were challenges and lessons to learn from all of that. And it's also building your perseverance, which is definitely this Knight of Pentacles energy. So this is also you. This perseverance energy, this willingness to continue plodding along and working on building what you've been building. But it has been very much under review for a very long time. It just said stagnation. There's been some stagnation. There's been some review for a while, but it has very much to do with the fact that there's so many other energies that are both surrounding you and just you're just picking up like their opinions, and you're kind of rethinking your own ideas, and you're like kind of mulling over some things. And then I would say people that actually do know about the project though too, or whatever. It sounds like project for you guys. That's the word that keeps coming out of my mouth. It's like they see it going a different way than you do, so they have their opinion. People that don't know about it might just say some things that just click in your head, and it makes you go back and like rethink some of your own ideas, and they didn't even realize they kind of triggered you to go back. There's been a lot, that's what I just said. Like there's been a lot of triggers. There's been a lot of review. There's been a lot of you having to inwardly protect your idea, and it's because maybe you haven't been hearing the approval that you've been kind of unconsciously looking for in the real world. You might not have even asked people what their opinion about whatever this is. It's like you are just listening and observing the world around you and paying attention as you work on this energy, on this idea, and you haven't always gotten the best vibes. So it's been taking you a while because you're really, really, really filtering through like what advice is for you, what advice is not for you, what is your self-interest, what is worth protecting in your idea and your project, what needs to be changed, like that kind of thing. What else? Ooh, that card about flew out there at me. This one and this one. Yeah, that's what I was saying, kind of with this Eight of Cups. A little bit different from most decks, but very much been implied that there's been a lot of sitting and thinking alone, literally like sitting and thinking about this, whatever you're persevering on your own. This card also does have to do though with like checking your morality, checking your ethics, walking away if you have to, sitting alone if you have to. There's a lot of that kind of implied, and this is definitely that emotional energy. So it's like it just said you're emotionally invested into whatever this is, and therefore you don't necessarily want to walk away, but you haven't been able to filter through everything yet. So you spend a lot of time alone working on this within your emotions, within your spirit. And because of some of what you've heard from outside sources as well, and it's saying, programs within your own belief systems and your own mind that are preventing you from, man, like my stomach just moved and my head just started aching all at the same time. That's what I mean. It's like you can feel it in your gut, you can feel it in your mind. There are things that you like either grew up believing, or things you believe about yourself, or the way you think things work. Okay, now there is something up here. It's like a big giant T-Rex skull, like a big T-Rex head. Dinosaurs, and especially T-Rexes, because they were predators, like carnivores, always represent like old ideas, fossils, ancient ways of belief. And now we think of fossil fuels, we think of how much that like pollutes the earth. So there's kind of like the train of thought that's going there. It's like you've been digging through a lot of old energy, letting go of a lot of things that aren't serving you. And this has a lot to do with just within your mind, like old ways and old things that you thought about yourself and your capabilities that you were like, no, I can totally do this. This is totally what I'm working on. I am persevering and pushing forward on whatever this is. Listening to other people is important, but at the same time, some of their modes of thinking are outdated. They're like fossils themselves. I might have to get rid of these people out of my circle, get rid of their opinions out of my head, get rid of this, right? At the same time, they bring up valid points, and it's brought you to this point where you're just kind of questioning your morals and your ethics, checking yourself emotionally, just taking your time to really sit in all of that energy and sense it and feel it, because there's some things within yourself that are just going to have to go, and there's some things in the real world that are just going to have to go, and it's just to make room for you to continue on this quest of perseverance. And that's why there's a lot of kind of pausing and reflecting energy here for you, Libra. But then we do have this really nice Six of Pentacles, and this is just implying very much real world balance and nurturing of your idea is required, is what it just said. Like, this is basically the project. It's like this little boy becomes this knight. And so it's saying, number one, you've nurtured this idea from a very small, very young energy, from its origins, from its beginnings. And now you're up into this knight phase. It's basically like in young man phase, right? So we're doing good. We've got a horse now. But the six is very, very balanced. Always about balancing the scales, learning when to give and when to take, just being good with money overall, balancing the bills, balancing the pleasure money and everything like that. And then, yeah, just helping and like saving and investing and helping your idea to grow. So you have made a lot of headway in real life, is what it's saying. You've made a lot of headway in real life. And this all feels like current energy, like where you're currently sitting. This is what the full moon is illuminating for you. So what is the full moon bringing for you in regards to this situation? Like, what's next? This Eight of Pentacles, nice. Like we like upgraded from a 6 to an 8. Now, for some people, this card is actually about like a family and like having a baby, which of course that very much seems to fall in line with all of this, right? It's like, especially if this is a woman, the other people's opinions, other moms, other women, what they have to say about things, that can certainly weigh a lot, and all of their experiences. Is this really what you want? So you're kind of sorting through your morals and your ethics. Are we financially stable enough to have a child type deal? So there is that energy present here for some of you guys, and that's might be what part of this project is. It's like, it's actually like having a baby and having a family type deal. And so in that case, I would say this is a very nice confirmation. This is that Eight of Pentacles. This is both a reflection of you moving up from the Six of Pentacles to the 8. So there's advancement, there's growth, more preparation. It's just, an 8 is a number of abundance too. And so, okay, thank you, Spirit. It's saying that, right, Spirit is bringing you a blessing of abundance. So even if this is not about like an actual child for you in this reading, then this is just the idea of like the concept you're birthing, right? The project you're continuing to work on and build, both internally and externally. You are both growing it inside of yourself, very much like a baby, and you were both balancing money and finances and physical things in the physical world to bring this into being, to bring this into place. Very much like when you prepare a nursery to bring your baby home, you might be getting an office ready for your new business that you're starting or things like that. So this is what the full moon is bringing you, is like improvement, advancement, even more blessings of abundance. That infinity number just keeps going. And it's very much implying right, like you're very full, like it's almost time kind of deal, like it's almost time. It just mentioned the fall in my head for you guys. It was talking about the fall. So this sounds like something that you might bring into fruition in the fall, which Libra, that's your season. So that sounds like a good season to me. And yeah, this is looking pretty positive. I really don't know if I need any clarifiers for you guys. This seems pretty cut and dry to me. And that's kind of the energy I've got here too. It's like, especially with all these pentacles, it's like you've advanced so far from this internal energy. It's very much got its foundation in the real world. It's like very much in place, right? You're almost there type deal. It's just there's still some things being balanced and sorted out in the real world. What's up with this Nine of Wands? That's what I was saying. Like other people's opinions and thoughts, getting into your mind and getting into your heart space and hurting you and just kind of throwing you off of your game. This doesn't feel super sad and mournful and painful or anything. This just feels like a general, like people poking holes in your, it just said like balloon. like if this heart was a big red balloon, it's like poking holes in your balloon, poking holes in your parade, raining on your parade. That's exactly what I mean. It's like there have been energies just kind of raining on your parade. Some of them don't even realize that they're doing it. They're just talking and going about their day, and you secretly have these plans and everything in your heart, and people are just like poking holes in your balloon. So that's kind of the energy that you've been working through. And that can certainly be very much. And I was doing a different reading earlier today, and it was basically saying that this is also yourself though, right? That's what I was talking about, the review. Like you've been going over what all these other people may or may not think or say about this situation, and in doing that you're causing yourself anxiety and emotional pain, because you're just like using something somebody said 2 or 3 weeks ago to just tear yourself up and doubt yourself type deal. So it wants you to very much get out of that habit of constantly reviewing what other people think or say or have said in the past, because you're holding on too much to that energy. That's the energy that needs to go away. Man, something cold just like came up on my left side over here. Almost like, I'm listening, the AC did not kick on in my house. And I'm trying, that's what I mean. It was like a cold little breeze just came by on my left side. And that's what I mean. It's like with this card, it's like, that's what I mean. It's like this card feels kind of cold, right? Like it's gray and just like, that's what this feels like. Like some people have been cold to you, both intentionally and unintentionally. It keeps wanting to bring that up. It's just implying that it's like your ideas aren't getting the full attention you want them to. And that's where part of that cold energy comes from. It's like you're getting the cold shoulder from some people, but it's not necessarily all about being on purpose. It wants to mention too that these other people might be very busy doing their own review with their own wands. So it's kind of bringing that up too. It's just implying like not to worry so much about these other people in general. Period. Some people are busy. Some people are just naturally being cold-shouldered. Some people don't realize they said something that rained on your parade. Some people know exactly what they said to you, right? All of that in general, just let it go. I want to know what this Eight of Pentacles is about. Okay. Well, okay, it just said there's some things holding you back. It just said there's some things holding you back. Hang on. It wants me to come. All right. So I was asking about the Eight of Pentacles, right? And then it gave me this Nine of Pentacles. So again, there's some more advancement here. A Nine of Pentacles, though, is very much about having to work on your own and be solo, though, and at the same time realizing how rich and enjoyable that experience is. Very Virgo energy, again, with the Pentacles and the Earth energy. Like, you were so in your Earth energy. Yeah, it's like learning how to build this vineyard, grow this money, invest this money, train birds, have hobbies, do business, do the whole shebang, and be very good at doing it all on your own. That's part of what this Eight of Pentacles energy is. It was just saying, like, you're full of it, and also, like, you're sick of it, though. It's like, hang on. That's okay. That's part of this energy. There's some things holding you back. One of the things holding you back is you are tired of doing everything on your own, or feeling like you're doing everything on your own. And it's also implying and not necessarily getting the recognition for it. Because that's the thing, is this, like I was saying, this is solo, Virgo, solid, I am amazing all by myself. Look at how beautiful and rich I am just from my own adventures and things. Like, that's what this energy is. That's what you are full of, and you feel like you deserve recognition for that, because you're like, I am a one-man or one-woman show. Like, I got this going on. Like, look at me. I'm just like, yeah, like, you feel like this. You feel like you're just on top of it too. And that's the thing, is like, you're very proud of all the work that you've been putting into this. You're very excited about it. You're feeling honestly really good about it. But it's reduced you down to this Eight of Pentacles from this Nine, because there's some things holding you back. Part of that is the attitude that, this is the complicated message, Libra. It's basically implying that it's not bad that you want recognition and you want people to see your own strength that you see within yourself and the goodness within yourself, but it is also implying that your need for attention, your need for outside approval, your need for all these other people is what is tying you up and it said, and binding you. Very much like these chains, very much like this dark energy. And this thing, there might be some stuff that feels heavy to you. It doesn't feel heavy in this room, though. It's literally like there's just some ego stuff to work through, and it has a little bit to do with like the approval and the attention of others. Spirit's kind of bringing the point to me. It's like, what if nobody pays attention to what you're making and you're doing? Of course that's going to make us feel bad, but do you really think that that's how it's going to be? Look at how long you've been working on whatever this is. You've got some really solid, it just said solid numbers. You have some really solid cards, some really solid numbers in here. Like, you're doing really solid. So that's the other part of this devil energy, is like you talking down on yourself. Like, what if no one ever pays attention? What if people don't like this? What if people don't approve of me? What if no. Like, you are your own devil. You are your own devil. And that type of energy is what has you tied and bound and not having you moving forward in this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is almost completion. We have a Knight of Pentacles, a Nine of Pentacles, and we have a Nine of Wands. There's like this 999 kind of coming through just a little bit. I know a Knight isn't technically a 9. I just think that the sound's always kind of a reminiscent of that. That is very much what it's saying. It's very much what it's saying. It's like you are your own devil. You are blocking your own way, but it has to do with a lot of these other people and their energies and what you're allowing to influence your own perseverance energy. But Spirit's here. Look at all these pentacles, Libra. You've been working on manifesting this for a while. I'm telling you, in my readings, I can tell that you've been working on things for a while, and you're the only thing holding yourself back. And that's what I got for you with that Pisces full moon. So let me know how that resonates for you guys. Many blessings. I hope this, I hope you get to move forward on whatever this is. And it does. It looks really solid and the energy feels pretty good in here. So y'all just enjoy and have a good rest of your week or month or whenever I see you again. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.